Fuck. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna start again.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we
This
go.
part might sound scripted, you guys. Just kidding.
It might sound scripted because we just said this 5 fucking minutes ago. Okay. Welcome to the witching hour. You know who the fuck we are. Here we go. All right. Okay, so today we're talking about setting up your altar and also setting your sleeping space, especially for retrograde
Yes.
and people that are coming into their spirituality or spiritually gifted.
She says it's good now. Okay,
Okay.
thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Sorry guys, I had the mute on and I'm over here flapping my gums and nobody can hear shit. That's
Okay.
so funny. Okay.
So,
Anyways, before we get started, I pulled cards for the collective to see where we should be right now, okay? As far as retrograde and everything else. I don't feel like this retrograde is actually so bad, but you on the other hand.
and you know what? You've seen me every day that I've come to work since retrograde started. You know my whole life story. And it has
She
been
is
rough.
clumsy. If anything could fall, it's going to. And I'm surprised she hasn't fallen.
Oh, I think
Knock on wood.
No, I have fallen. Remember when I was moving?
Fuck.
I did fall. I ended up in the emergency room.
She did. I forgot that. She cut herself and everything.
Yeah, it's been great. And those that are like closest to me, they're getting affected now. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm a Virgo. It knocks me. from the
Retrograde
right
is
track.
in Virgo, you guys. Right?
It's in Pisces,
Oh,
but
it's in
it's
Pisces?
also affecting Virgos.
So,
extremely
okay.
hard. Gemini's
So-
as well.
The blood moon in Virgo. Sorry.
Yes, blood moon and Virgo.
Sorry. Mix up. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the 3 cards for the collective, and then I'm also gonna pull 3 cards, 1, 2, and 3. You pick your number, okay? And the message for you is in the number. So think about it right now. Go with your intuition, and don't cheat and change your number after you hear what the card says, because you don't get nothing out of that. Okay? All right. Now that I think we repeated
I think
everything.
you've got it. Well, actually, we need to go in and let you guys know that
tarot class.
our tarot class, okay? You guys, it was so popular the first time around, we ended up having to turn people away. But we do have, how many spots left?
About 5.
We have about 5 spots left in our beginner tarot class. Now, you guys are going to be learning firsthand from avid readers. We're going to help you work on your intuition and everything else. So I think it's a great class.
Mhm.
So the reason that we went ahead and we did the beginner class again is because it was so popular. Starting next month in April, we will be offering our second part to that, which is our advanced class.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that,
Mhm.
as well as our Witch Fest
Witch
that
Fest.
we do every June.
We have limited spaces left, guys.
Very limited. You guys, you cannot sign up for any of these classes or for a spot for Witch Fest unless you come into the shop. Again, we are located in Roy, Utah, and yes, you must speak to the shop owner, which is Cece. There is no, we don't have any delegates other than that, okay? We do not take payments over the phone. We cannot hold your spot. Come into the shop, get you a ticket, okay? So you know what's going on. There are so many people that are out there that are scamming people, and this is a quick way for them to make money. So don't fall scam to that.
They're gonna tell you can use that Cash App, Venmo, or any of those money applications, and no, we don't do that. We're old school here. We take the physical money.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. All right, guys. So I already pulled the cards, and this is for the collective. And just know the collective during retrograde. Be careful with the messages that come to you because they can be false. Okay, so don't easily be fooled by messages coming in your ear, because they are not always the full truth. That is what I'm getting. Also, try to keep your mind positive, on the positive end, because with that positivity, you're still manifesting because it's moon energy, guys. Okay, and it's chaotic energy because it is a blood moon. So make sure you're keeping your P's and Q's, especially if you're seeing 111. That's just like keep your mindset straight because the universe is hearing you.
You're supposed to, yeah, it's actually a warning to make sure that you're putting the right thoughts forward.
Yeah, and also holding boundaries down for yourself because people are so emotional right now. hold your emotions back. Don't be emotionally driven. Try to put logic into this because your emotions will be attacked. All right? And that is what I have for the collective.
Yay.
Now here is my number one. You can get two. Okay, number one.
Ooh, look at her.
Mm.
Oh.
This is taking control over your own actions. Some of you guys are not being responsible for your actions and you're putting blame on other people. It's time for you to start taking responsibility and owning up to your shit, okay? That is number one.
They don't want to come out for me.
No?
No, look, and I'm having some issues here. What is going on? We're going to take this one.
Okay, number two, guys.
Number two. What did we pull for number two? It is the Knight of Wands. You guys, what this is telling you, yes, you need to charge forward, but you need to control your emotions, your feels. Don't drive into anything, especially angry. And make sure you're very clear and set on your boundaries, okay?
Somebody's gonna catch a case if you do that.
Yeah, for real. So don't let your anger drive you, all right? I've been there already. Let's not do it. Also, you guys, again, with the boundaries, the whole shedding of the snake, us getting rid of it, your boundaries are coming back up. And yes, maybe you placed them with some people. They need to hear them again, okay? So a lot of this is going to sound like it's verbatim, but this has to do with the whole new year that we've headed into.
Yep,
So-
time to charge forward. Okay, number three. Number three. Okay, you guys, like you said, we just left the snake year behind. This is letting go of all the bullshit, the cycles, the things that are harming us behind. Some of you guys are still stuck in trying to fix people. Quit giving so much of your energy to everybody because not everybody deserves that. You are running yourself so thin that there's no room for you, for your growth, for your health, for anything. If you're feeling like you're being taken advantage of, you are.
More than likely you are.
Yeah. If you feel like you're just not as healthy, you're not. You're giving too much of your shit away, okay? So keep your energy for yourself. It's time to be selfish and keep that energy to yourself so you can be more productive for the people you love and care about. And that was number three. All right.
Okay, guys. So let's dive into our whole altar setup. Now, the reason I thought this would be a good idea is because we do have a lot of people that are spiritually awakening, and you guys are coming in here and you're wanting to do your altars. Now, this is the way we would set up an altar if we were wanting to do some spell work. For a lot of people, you will want to have a chalice of some sort. This is our chalice that we sell in the shop.
Before you get started.
Oh, we need to cleanse the space. Yes.
Okay, cleanse the space, but also I have questions. Because there are different altars, guys.
Yes.
Ancestral altars. We don't want to put our spell work on our ancestral altars, okay? Or pictures, or
Unless you're trying to get
unless you're trying to get rid of them. You can put
Maybe we
pictures.
shouldn't have put that out there,
Okay.
actually.
You can
Just-
put pictures
yeah.
of the people that have passed over on your ancestor altars, but not of anybody living because that's not what that space is for. Okay.
Well, not just that. I mean, I want everybody to know too. Like, you guys, you can have more than one altar. You can dedicate more than one scared space or scared. With Santeria, we always have like a huge ass room. But even then, depending on where you're at, we have different areas of the home that are dedicated to different things.
Oh wow. Okay.
So,
That's interesting.
yeah. Go ahead. What were you going to
Okay.
say?
No, that's it. That's just it. Like the different altars. To keep your ancestral altar separate from your spell work, your healing, or whatever other altar you're putting up. Your deities, things like that.
Yeah. So I'm going to go into the one that you would do if you're setting up an altar to do ritual work. Okay. So you will have a chalice. Don't forget, you actually need to cleanse that space. I was going to go over cleansing that space later, but you know what? You're right. We probably should go over it first. You are going to delegate a specific spot. Okay. You are going to want to cleanse it. That means clean it out. Okay. We don't want dirt. We don't want cobwebs. We don't want funky smells. Any of that stuff. We're going to clean that area.
And it's best if you use, like, if you're cleaning off dust and shit, throw a little bit of salt or Florida water in that motherfucker, to wipe it down because that's going to add to the cleansing.
Well, see, and what a lot of people don't know is spirits are not that big on our household chemicals. So I was always taught, and I don't know if anybody else has gone through this, once you cleanse it physically, you want to go over it and prepare it spiritually.
Okay.
And that's where the holy water, the Florida water, any of your spiritual colognes come into place. I know a lot of, so I have a few Asian friends, and they actually take brooms, special brooms that they have. And I found these in the shop. These are so cute.
Oh, those are
Look
cute.
at 'em. So we sell these in the shop, you guys. Next,
Spiritual
we have pens too. We have pens, you guys. It's so cool. You never know what you're gonna find in here. Guys, we sell these in the shop, okay? We're gonna have a whole bunch more coming in before Witch Fest. But these are our shells, and this is your little setup thingy. I probably like all jacked up, but look at that. Look at how easy that is. You put charcoal in there, light it, throw some resin in. You're gonna go ahead and smoke out your stuff. Okay.
And the reason why there is a stand is because that shell gets hot as fuck.
It does. It gets, whew,
Yeah, super hot.
super hot. All
And
right.
this is charcoal, guys. This is charcoal, okay? You can also use charcoal for different things too. So
Yes.
this
you
is gonna
can.
go a long ways, not just to burn resin or to burn herbs and stuff like that. You can also use it in spells and also for cleansing.
Yes. Yes.
I'm learning.
And then if you got a hookah. No, I'm just kidding. Like, try to behave. Okay.
No, look this way.
You guys. Bells. What are those bowls called? The
Sound
singing
bowls.
bowls, sound bowls, bowls. You guys would be surprised at how big a difference things clear up, vibrations, ugly things. They don't like the noise.
That reminds me of Tina Turner. Whatever the fuck she was saying.
After she stopped letting I
Yes.
Yeah.
She was finding herself.
She
She had to
was.
find her spirituality.
She did. She
And
did.
those bells, okay, bells work because they clear the space, they break up stagnant energy, and they lift the vibration, okay? You want a bell.
And then with Santeria, we also use bells for our cleansings, and we also use them for some of the orishas. So like Oshun, it's solely directed with her. Okay, so with the smoke, we have other things. You guys, you don't have to have one of these. These are nice. We sell them in the shop. I just wanted to let you guys know that because we've had a couple people come in and ask about it. Incense. You guys, we also have our own spiritual sprays here, but if you're setting up an altar, I believe the smoke is the way to go. Now, if you can't, that's fine.
What we have here is frankincense and myrrh. So, you know, this is what the Catholics use in the church, all right? To
They
clear
refer-
out for funerals and stuff like that over the body.
Purification.
What's that?
Purification.
Purification. And then nag
Nagachapa.
Hmm?
Nagachapa.
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 Okay, I don't know what the hell that is, but what is it?
So, a lot of times you'll find that with like Hindu, Buddhism, that type of
Ah,
stuff.
okay.
Now, I was always taught it works great if people are trying to hide certain smells, you know what I mean? But that's what I learned about the first time around. But for spiritual purposes, it is supposed to invite happiness into the home and into your space.
Nice.
Light and happiness.
So I'm gonna go back to the spiritual sprays really quick because our shop owner has integrated every resin you can think of into a spray. So if you can't burn shit, or you're in a old folks home, or you're in an apartment complex that you're scared to burn out,
Or you're a closet witch.
you can get the sprays, guys. Everything has been turned into a spray, and we have tested them. They're legit. It's straight from the resin, the source itself.
Yes.
So there's no additives, nothing, just straight resin, okay, turned into a spray. How friggin' awesome is that? We carry them all in the shop and they are made here.
Yes, so we have copal,
Cobalt,
camphor,
Dragon's
dragon's
blood,
blood,
sage,
sage,
Hollow.
palo santo.
That one smells so good. That's
It
one of our newer ones.
Does.
It smells really, really nice.
And again, a lot of these resins, she's taken them and she's turned them into sprays. You guys, most of the stuff that you will find in the shop is something that
If
we
it has a homemade label, it's made here.
yeah, it's made
Okay.
here.
So,
And we
Yeah.
know what we're doing, so trust us,
Yeah.
damn it.
you know what? I was gonna say, I saw on our Google review for As Above So Below that like we're 5 stars, but there was one fucking complaint, okay? That we didn't know, the person they talked to didn't know what they were talking about their, and I think you talked to this person, about their like baneful herbs, and they didn't know what they were talking about. So that just reminds me of a story that our shop owner had told us about this ignorant ass bitch that came in here and she thought she knew everything, but let me just tell you, the shop owner has been through stuff. She is like 3 or 4 generations?
About 4.
4 generations working with this type of stuff, okay? So she knows what the hell she's talking about, and this little flappy bitch comes in here and thinks that, oh well, no, I don't know. Do you know what baneful herbs? Well, anything can be turned into a baneful herb. Each? No. So we got a bad review because of that, and that literally like made me laugh so hard that it really made me angry too. Especially because emotions are high right now, and I'm a Leo, and my emotions have been.
And they're directed to
I'm
kill.
roaring like a motherfucker right now.
Well, they're
Okay,
directed
so
to
yes,
kill.
this was probably the wrong time for me to look at our Google reviews.
Oh, I haven't even looked. I have not even looked. That's awful.
By the way, you guys leave us reviews on our pages, please. They really help us get more clientele, and also introducing Jeanette. She is one of our newer readers here.
She is not new to the practice, though.
No,
you guys,
she's
so
not
I wanna
new to
put
the
that out there.
practice.
Yes, she's come into the shop
for
but-
years.
For years, and she is not new to the practice. She has studied under Nina firsthand for quite some time. And let me tell you, I've had cleansings done by her. I've had other things done by her, and she's absolutely amazing. And she's great.
And you know what's crazy is we all do cleansings, okay? But Miranda is more known for eggs.
I'm your egg girl.
And I don't know what the hell my shit is. Like, I smoke people out, and then
She's
I
awesome.
smoke
She does
people.
soul cleansing.
She does. So
I do soul cleansing, the deeper stuff. And Jeanette, I feel, is more into the natural, spiritual, like spirit guided and native. And I don't know why. And I know you're
I feel
native.
like it's a healing. Hers is very healing. And it's not, so I feel like yours can be releasing,
Mhm.
okay, but hers is very healing and uplifting, and
Yeah.
I love it. It's definitely deeper than
Yeah.
you would expect.
And we just all cleanse differently, you guys. So you've got to give her a chance. Her page on Facebook is Sacred Lotus with Jeanette.
I call her Jane Eddie. You guys have probably heard me affectionately refer to her all the time as Jane Eddie. So,
Great, you guys. And so just remember her too. She has been under me for about 5 years, and she got thrown into this like
the rest of us.
the rest of us, and she's just never stopped. And now it's just a matter of her feeling like she's ready to pursue her own purpose and having the confidence and the trust in herself to do so. I'm so proud of her.
Yay!
Okay,
Okay.
back to this.
Back to the whatever. You guys, then I want to let you know we also sell. Can I open this? Is that okay? All right. So we sell spiritual cloths here. Okay, guys. I'm just gonna go with the word spiritual because it feels spiritually. We sell a bunch of different cloths here. You can place these on your altar. Depends on whatever you feel like. But you want something because you want to dedicate it to your space. You want your space to continue to be sacred and beautiful, and it not just that, it is a part of you. You're coming into who you are. So cloths are great.
Also, even though you're getting this from here, and we are definitely like, our energy is in this, so you might not want our energy in this. Make sure you cleanse everything you have, okay? Even the sprays, even the cloths.
Put your attention towards what you're
You
doing.
want your own energy, your own intention into that. And that's not saying that we have anything negative on it, but you want to clear out all extra energies so that it doesn't affect you or contradict your own intentions, all right?
Definitely. All right, guys, and then we will proceed into candles.
Candles, yay!
white is good for all intents and purposes. You can't find any of the other candles, go ahead and go with a white candle.
It's a multi-purpose candle.
It's a multi-purpose candle. I love that. Clap on, clap off type of thing. We watched way too much TV
Yeah.
in the 90s. Okay, guys. So white, all-purpose.
All-purpose.
Now, if you're doing your altar towards the god and the goddess, gold, silver candles. Okay. These type of candles are good to have around for all intents and purposes. Anyway. We sell a lot of they're chime candles, right?
Mhm.
Chime candles, they're always good to have.
And they're not very expensive.
They're not very expensive. I know you guys have heard us say, you know, you can even get a birthday candle. But sometimes it's good to have a little bit of a stash for important things.
See, and also, because your altar isn't going to be used only for doing spells or asking for things, you know, to change in your life, but it's also for gratitude, okay? So you have to remember that, and when you honor your deities, your gods, goddesses, whatever you're praying to, and I'm going to say this too, even people that use the Catholic candles and they just light a candle with a prayer, like, you want a designated area for that candle, you know?
Yeah, I don't think you would ever walk into any like Hispanic home
And not see those
and
candles.
not see those candles or a small altar set up. We may lie and say that it's not an altar. Maybe some of us don't even know that it's not an altar. But that's what it is. Okay? Even in the Catholic Church, y'all have altars. Okay? Now, this is what I was really excited about. Okay? This is what we would call an acclimate. Okay? We also sell these in the shop. These are good to have on the altar. If I remember correctly, it's for certain spell work as well as for protection, you guys. So look at this. This is pretty. I would open it up, but maybe, I don't know. We're just not going to open it on camera.
And if you have something coming at you, stab them. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I know that some of these have been spelled to work against and break up demonic energies or sources.
Yes.
And also breaking up portals that are trying to open. Okay, guys, important.
Yeah. All right, guys. Now, you will like to keep certain things on your altar. You can have a bowl or a cup. I would use these little bowls. You can get them here as well. I know they sell them other places, but of water, as well as one full of salt. Now, we go through a lot of salt in the shop, so this might be too big for you, but this is barely enough for us. No, I'm just kidding.
We do love a lot of salt.
So, water,
And so how often
salt.
should they switch that out?
With the salt, I want to say within a month, unless you notice things are funky, right, Cece? That's how you would feel?
No,
So
I
you-
usually do it once a week because
Do you
it
once a
things,
week?
salt gathers things.
Okay.
Yeah, in case you get flies or bugs or cloudy water too.
Well, so for me, it's a little bit different than when I do my altars. So for my altars for my Santa, I switch her water daily. I switch things out every few days. For my altar, for like my orishas, for my warriors, everything there is different. So that's why it just kind of depends on you and what you're putting into it. You guys, if you don't know, check it out. If you have questions, come check us out, ask for advice, hit us up on our Gmail, which is,
The Witching Hour, aasb@gmail.com.
you guys, I'm so glad that she knows that, because for some reason it does not stick in my head. Okay, and yes, so with any of your altars, you guys, you want to have heat there. The heat is the candles, okay, the incense,
It's
you
the
know,
elements,
the
guys.
elements. A lot of this has to do with energies and elements and all of those
So
things.
incense, resin is all like air. The candles are fire,
Yes, and then your water.
water. And the salt is earth,
Yes,
or you can
grab
use-
earth and
yeah,
put it
use
there.
earth,
Do not grab graveyard dirt. Okay, guys.
not for your altar.
Not for your altar, well, okay, don't take it from your peoples. Does that make sense? Don't take the graveyard dirt from your peoples, okay? We sell graveyard dirt here in the shop if you cannot get it. But don't go into the graveyard and take graveyard dirt from your peoples. Let's just not do it.
And please don't do any graveyard stuff unless you know what you're doing, and we do have a graveyard episode.
Yes, we do. That's
And it
great.
gives you all the rules and regulations
Yes,
to keep yourself safe.
You guys, we're not fake in the shop. Honestly, there's nothing you're gonna ask us, or you're gonna tell us that we have not either gone through ourselves or done ourselves. So,
Exactly.
or know somebody who's done it. So,
So I want to say, be careful with your waters or your colognes around candles.
oh,
The
I've
fire
done that
starter
before.
here. Oh my gosh. So I have a very small
Okay,
space
here we go.
because I don't.
Oh,
have,
I thought you had a story. I was
I
like,
do.
please
I
let me
do.
hear
I'm
the story.
telling the story right now. I have a very small space because I have so much shit. Okay, and in a cramped little space, and so I have a small space for my altar area where I do a lot of my work and stuff. And I just remember having all I had was like the little tea light candles, and that's okay. Anything works, guys. You make it happen. That's why we are witches. We use what we have, okay? And so I had tea light candles, and I am used to blowing. I will blow to clear the colognes, and I blew, and this shit went on fire. Caught my curtains. Like,
When did you do this?
this was like a long time ago in my own fucking trailer.
Oh my gosh.
And when I had my own trailer, yeah, this was so freaking bad, so bad. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I took it as an omen, like, don't do this. And then like a month later, I was doing it again. But I just learned my lesson the hard way, okay?
It's okay.
I wasn't thinking there's alcohol in this bitches or flammable shit.
You know what, though? I mean, sometimes we're so ingrained in our work that we don't realize those things. I actually set my hand on fire one time. Okay, so I was working from home and it was during COVID and I was trying to burn a candle and I kept having calls come in. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to wash this on my break and I'm going to get it prepared. Well, I didn't get to finish getting it prepared, and so I was putting the Florida water on it, but I didn't have the spray, so I just dumped it on my hand, rubbed it on the candle, set it down, and I went to light it to burn the bottom so I could get it to stick.
Oh my god, and it caught your hand on fire.
Yeah, and then a phone call came through. And I'm sitting here trying to put my hand out, and put the candle out, and not burn up my workstation from home.
Girl, at that point, the phone call don't matter.
No, it was so bad, you guys.
Oh my god.
I hated working from home. And one time my friend would message me, because I get calls coming through sometimes. And I was in the middle of training for one of our new projects, and I thought I had the mute button on. And my friend was saying something, and I was like, no, you have to do this, this, and this. And my trainer came on, and he goes, well, that's really nice to know, Miranda. Why are you talking about that? And so I had to play it off completely.
Oh
Like,
my god.
No, you guys were talking about stories, so I thought you guys were. And he's like, oh, okay. So I got away with it.
Yeah,
So
that's scary.
that's another thing, you know,
Yeah.
witches are pretty quick with it.
Yeah.
So,
You know, and one thing I like to say, if you are going into business for yourself in any direction, when you have an altar, you want to put your business card on there.
yeah.
Put your business card, some sentiment, whatever to give you some luck, okay? And you will slowly figure out what you want on your altar, okay? And these are just some ideas.
So,
What is that actually for? Because I don't have one of these.
It's a chalice. You put
Yeah.
water in it. And
Oh,
then
so use that
or
instead
you
of one of
can
these?
use wine and pour, and when you're
Oh.
done,
Okay. See, and I can't have alcohol in my house right now.
but it's for the goddess.
Mhm.
yeah.
I know. I don't trust alcohol in my house right now because, you know.
And that's fine. I know with Santeria, so some people that have been committed to doing Santeria, a lot of you've seen me blow the alcohol and stuff like that. And I think I'm safe to say this on here, you guys. I get targeted a lot by certain groups for the things that I do say. So I do try to remain respectful and things. But I was taught that you can put it in a spray bottle and spritz things like your spirits, your what are they called? Your santos, stuff like that,
Yeah.
if you need to. But
your
you know,
Chinese, anything like that. So, You know, and when you start to come into your deities, because newbies are not gonna know who's guiding them or where they're guided to. Most people are gonna think it's Hecate. So you do want to bring things for Hecate on your altars if it's for.
Do your research, you guys, because it is so easy to piss these guys off. Okay, and you can wreak havoc on yourself and not even know it.
Yeah. And I feel like most people go to Hecate because she's very
Known for witches.
known for witches, and also social media has very bumped her up, and you have to know more about her, okay? Because it's not just what people say,
Yeah.
you know.
And I will tell you, she's direct with who she picks. She's very direct. There will be no question in your damn mind if she has picked you, for sure. She makes it very well known. So yeah. With that being said, I wanted to talk a little bit about Espirituismo, which is that's where I started at with my altars. Originally with Espirituismo, we do 7 glasses and a white cloth that you place over the table. We normally do glasses like this, and we'll place them in a circle. Now, the way we set up our glasses, we can do them in a circle. And if you guys want more information on this, go ahead and hit up our Gmail, which is
The witching hour, AASB,
one day I will get this figured out, you guys. One day. So we will set these up in a circle if we're wanting to protect our space. You know, if people have passed on, we will do it in a triangle, or if we're directing work, we will also do it in a triangle. There's several other ways that you can do it. You want to change out your glasses at least once a week. Another thing that we didn't have here, which are always nice to place on altars, I use them for my altar for my Santeria. I use them for my altar just for my ancestors. I use them for my altar for my Santa. Is fresh flowers, you guys. Fresh flowers, fresh plants, but pay attention to them, because once they're dead, you want to remove them. It goes along with food. When you place food on the altar, you want to remove it after that food has been spent, okay? So yes.
So I'm gonna ask you something because some people might not know what Espirituismo is.
Okay.
So how would you explain that?
It's Spanish, or it's a Spaniard. I don't want to say Spaniard. Espirituismo is just a spirituality altar. Okay. Now, it's for practicing, starting with it. A lot of people will start with it when they want to build their intuition, and it's called Espirituismo. This was a practice that was pushed down for like the 1700s and stuff, even further than that. There's further things that have not been
from like
placed.
the Aztec, Afro-Cuban
hoodoo work.
Okay.
Okay. And a lot of times it was just for protection and connecting with the spirits and building your higher self. Now, with Espirituismo, a lot of times you will find, depending on the homes, you will find a crucifix in the center glass, or, I think they're there for me. Yeah. Or depending on if you come from like Puerto Rican, Cuban descent families, I have seen where they will take a huge glass bowl or a big chalice like this, and they will put a crucifix in the center with water. Now, just depending on where you're from, you guys respect things. I get people in here all the time that are like, well, we can't burn sage because it's bad, we're not native. No, okay, I hate that people have put that out there. Respect it. Everything, growing up, we were always taught everything had a reason, a purpose, there was a spirit to it. Respect that spirit. That's all I'm saying. So, yes, so for Espirituismo, that's what you would do. Now, the waters that you would work with, a lot of times would be Florida water. You would put the bowl somewhere in your home if you're doing like a seance, that type of thing. Now for Santeria, our altars are set up a little bit different. Instead of the traditional 7 glasses, we use 9, and that's just referred back to what they would call African kind of funeral service type thing with the white cloth or purple cloth, things like that. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Sweet. Or if you're like me, you're just eccentric. You just kind of put there what feels good and you go for it because
Yeah, and really, you guys build your intuition.
yeah.
Is the best thing. You want to build your intuition. You want to work with your spirits. There's so much they can help you with, even without you knowing it.
So like on my altar, I do have a silver tray because I'm very drawn to silver and I don't know why, honestly. I just am. So I have a fancy little silver tray. And then I do have a statue of one of the saints that I do work with because I work with everything I can. Like, I
But
work with
let me
everything.
put this out there. You have a very huge respect
Yes,
for everything you work with.
yes, I do.
Even if she's working with a saint that she's worked with before, but she's using it to remove badness from somebody, her amount of respect goes quite a long way. I've noticed this myself.
Yes, and I've worked with things that, you know, I originally wouldn't mess with or people wouldn't mess with, and it's okay. Like, I just come to them with respect and I ask them if I can have permission, and then I plead my case. You know what I mean? But on my altar, I do have a little bit of everything. Like on the silver tray, I have some old ass coins that are worth a lot of money. I have those just scattered. I have stones. I do have a rosary because, you know, my background does come from the religious background. I feel very strongly with that. I have holy water. I also have just matches on there.
Well, you know, matches are good anyway. So with Native American stuff, they always, you know how people start the sage with a lighter?
Yes.
I was always taught you're supposed to light it with a match
Yes.
just because it's natural
Even
elements.
your candles, you're supposed
Yes.
to start with a match.
And I know with the Santa, I have to save my matches that I use. So it's, you guys, there's so much in here and it's so easy.
And you don't have
To
to
get
have
confused
one thing because
yeah.
I delve into many different things and I just pull in what feels right to me. So
But I will tell you, do your homework, know what you're doing because it's very easy to piss them off. And don't feel bad if you do. You know, just apologize, make it up to them the way you're supposed to and go from there.
yes.
You know, that's one thing about spirituality that is different from religion. You know, there has been room for error. There is space for forgiveness and to learn to do things. You know,
And
to
please don't
appease
let
them.
anybody else enter your altar space.
That doesn't have good intentions.
Yeah. Because anybody else that enters your altar space is breaking up what you're putting in. So, I mean, whether they meet you or not, you don't know what is attached to them. You don't know what their true intentions are. Anything like that. Like my grandkids, no, do not touch this. They stay away.
Yeah.
They stay away. I'm gonna have the candle because I used to have my altar on top of a tall dresser so that my kids wouldn't get it, and I had done what did I do? I think it was a cleansing, and it was
a cleanse. Are we talking about that one? Okay,
yes,
yeah.
it was a cleansing and it was an attachment removal. Okay, and this person was like very infected, but I was doing a long distance one, so I had to work very hard on this cleansing with the candle. As soon as the candle went down and went out, it was cool, but I will leave the candle there for a moment because I always feel like I'll come back in 2 days and I'll see what it says, you know, because I just feel like with time, it tells you a story. And you can probably read it immediately after, and I don't know why I wait 2 days, I just do. Well, the second day, my grandbabies were in my room, and, you know, we're in a trailer house, you guys, so movement, it probably moves everything. And they were watching TV on my TV, and they come running out the room scared as shit. Grandma, the candle's moving by itself in your room. And I thought, okay, well, maybe the washer's on. And they sent me a video, and it's just like tilting back and forth and going in a circle, okay? And I thought, well, let me check if the washer dryer's on, you know, because that was the logical thing. And then I just kind of felt, and I'm like, well, nothing's shaking. There's not an earthquake. And I go in my room, and this bitch is twisted and tilted and twisted still. And I just looked at that, and I thought, oh, we caught something. We caught whatever was on that dude. And so I had to get some black salt and throw it in there, and then I put it in a black bag, and then I removed it from my home. But Man, that was hilarious because their eyes were like this freaking big. Grandma! Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of my work on my altar, you know, like no matter what it is, that's where I do my work at. So yeah, that's kind of funny story. So anything else about altars that you can think of? Oh, my mouth is so dry.
I don't know. I think I was gonna go somewhere with it, and then I forgot. Oh, don't forget to leave offerings, you guys. There's certain offerings you can do for tobacco. Tobacco is very widely used. Coffee is excellent. Water. You guys want to raise the spirits that you are working with.
Water, perfume,
Yes.
alcohol.
Again, if you guys have any questions on any of these altars, you know, hit your girls up. Come into the shop. Check us out if you're brave. I swear we're nice people. We're very down to earth and normal.
I'm like, yeah, I'm nice.
I'm nice enough. No, just kidding. So yes, and depending on what you're leaning towards, if you need help, hit your girls up.
Yeah.
There was
And you know, we have like a lot of information that if you ask us, we're willing to help you, you know?
yeah, well, the way I see it, and I think a lot of us in the shop, because we are family. We are our own family. You know, a lot of us have chosen this life, and people in our lives are not okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have become our own close-knit
Yes.
family and group, and we believe that, you know, if one of us doesn't know something, the other one will.
Oh, most
so
definitely.
we're here to help, you guys. We're here
Yeah.
to help, and we direct things really, really well.
Honey, if you work with faith. Okay. So,
Thank you for that.
yes. I don't know much about the Fae. That's awesome. Thank you.
I don't play with the Fae, just for personal reasons.
That Be Replay 8823 says, honey, if you work with Fae. So those of you that are drawn to Fae, which are fairies, okay, if you don't know, and you have an altar that you work with the fairies, they're saying, honey, if you work with Fae. And that's something that I don't have a lot of information on, so thank you so much for that.
Yes, and if you have more, go ahead and share it.
Yeah.
Honey and milk.
Honey and milk. And then I was always told to keep a little thimble,
Yeah,
right?
a little thimble of
A
honey
little-
and milk.
A little thimble of honey and milk. But again, I don't work with the Fae directly. We have a great person in the shop who's very knowledgeable about the Fae. But if you have more, go ahead and share it with us. You know, we'll be happy to put it out there. So
Yes,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that is exciting. Let's see. For your ancestor altars, you guys go ahead and place pictures of your past loved ones.
Yes.
Do not clutter your ancestor altars though. Those spaces need to be very clean and well kept, from my understanding. And I've been saying
No
a lot.
live people photos.
And no alive people photos, okay?
Yeah.
That
That's what
came
makes
directly from our shop owner.
them up. Yeah, you don't want to mix them up.
Unless you want to. No.
I mean,
We're not saying
and I'm gonna say it. Unless you're working to do some baneful magic, that's when you do that. But just remember what you put out is what you receive. Okay, that's all I can say.
And I will tell you guys, where it comes to our altars, again, like Nina said, be very mindful of the people that you invite in that space. More than likely, you'll have to cleanse more frequently if you have negative people that are in that space.
Right.
And I will warn you, those of you that do not believe in the altars or any of that, and you want to try to desecrate one of the altars, you better be careful, okay? For years, I had practiced. I had my own room in our home that was in the basement. When me and my husband were separating, my first husband, he threatened to tear down my altars and to throw everything out. Let's just say he had to be spiritually cleansed multiple times after that, and it was not because of me.
Yeah.
Our spirits take very, very good care of us, and
Yeah, they
maybe
do
I won't do
protect you.
shit to you, but that doesn't say anything about the spirits that protect us.
That is your deities, your guides, your ancestors. They will take care of you, especially if you are taking care of them.
And they have taken care of us. They've warned us multiple times. You guys, you're building your connection, and this is part of your spirituality, so don't be
Yes.
afraid to do it.
And if you're drawn to something, you're drawn to it for a reason. Okay. Explore that option for you, even if it's unknown or it sounds weird or unimaginable to you, explore it and just check it out. Dip your feet in, because you don't have to just be delegated to one space, one deity, one. I mean,
What about Saint Expedite?
Oh,
Saint
yes,
Expedite.
Saint Expedite. I know you've worked with him. I've
Mhm.
worked with him. I know a lot of us in the shop have worked with him. You guys, I was always taught to put him on a red cloth closest to the door. If you, for some reason, cannot put him by the door, stick him in a window.
Mhm.
Now, with Saint Expedite, you guys do not play with his offerings. If you go to him and you ask him for something, you better damn well fulfill it.
Yeah.
Okay?
And fulfill it after it's done, please.
Yes, immediately.
And Saint Expedite is he expedites shit. Okay.
Yeah,
He
they call him
makes
Saint
things-
Expedito.
He makes things happen very fast. So you don't have to be Catholic to work with saints, guys. Okay. I work with a lot of different saints, especially the archangels. And Saint Expedite is just one that will help manifest things so much quicker when asked. And also, when you are done with him, he's the one that likes sponge cake, right?
Yeah, so you'll give him a pound cake.
Pound
If
cake,
you
there
promise
you go.
him candles, you'll want to give him candles. But again, you approach him, you ask him for what you want. Depending on the ritual that you're doing, you may have to repeat it consecutively. But afterwards, please just make sure you're very diligent with your offerings. I have been warned by multiple people, higher ups within the practice as well, that have said if you do not appease him the way that you said, he will take it back,
Mhm.
or he could take a life of somebody depending on how big the offering was. So yeah, a lot of us witches will keep a pound cake in the freezer. You can go to Walmart and get it if you're not willing. You don't have to bake these goods. Sometimes it's just you're giving out of your heart and you're repaying your debt.
Mhm.
Anything you ask your spirits for, make sure you fulfill that debt.
Right.
Fulfill
And
that promise of paying
Another
that
saint
back.
that I think all of us probably work with is San Benedito.
Yes.
Saint Benedict. Okay.
We should actually do an episode on all
yeah.
the saints. I
That
think that would be
so
very
cool.
beneficial.
So with San Benedito, like that is the protection. He is the saint of the occult and witchcraft, and
For health.
for health, he will come in and provide protection for you, especially if you are facing darker things, darker realms, darker spirits, things like that that could be harmful to you. So we all, because we do work with like exorcisms and removing
Cursed
negative
people.
things, cursed people, black magic, things like that from people. We do use him as protection.
Or people that have dabbled in things they're not supposed to.
Oh yeah, the mistakes.
Yeah.
Don't dabble unless you do your research, you guys. You get into trouble like that, okay? But thankfully, you have somebody here in Roy, Utah, that knows what to do with that. So
Yes, and our shop is amazing. You guys should come in, check it out.
exactly.
You don't have to buy anything. We'd like if you buy something catches your eye. I guarantee something will catch your eye.
Mhm.
Just come and check it out. Talk to us. You know, it's good all around,
Right.
completely. And we are again very knowledgeable, decent people. So, Roy, Utah. If you're in the area, check out Roy, Utah.
As above, so
As
below.
above, so below.
Okay, so I guess we can move right into clearing your space, your sleep space. Like with me, my altar is in my room
Mm-hmm.
because that's the only space I have that I can put my altar in. So it all kind of aligns. And the sleep space is important, you guys. You need to get rest. This is your comfortable space. So in order to do that, you know, the first thing you want to do is make sure it's clean.
Yeah.
No bullshit everywhere. I have a hard time keeping my clothes hung up, you know, because
She's a fashionista.
I am a fashionista and I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this. Oh no, this don't work. And I'm always late, so I don't have time to pick up after myself. So when I get home, I have to re-pick up everything and you know,
It's
but
good. It's good though. It's
I am
good.
speaking on something that I try to follow. Okay, keep your space clean. You want to clean it up. I like to rearrange a lot because I feel like cleaning underneath stuff makes it feel cleaner. Yeah, that's just me though. I'm a weirdo like that. Also, you want to bring in the sage,
Yes,
the
the
copal,
sage, the copal.
the
You want
dragon's blood.
to bring in your spiritual, either your sprays or your resins.
After you
your-
clean it physically, you need to clean it spiritually.
Yes.
Okay, and don't forget, open up your windows
And let it out. You don't want that demon
Yeah.
run around your house.
Let all that negative shit out. And you guys, your room is very important because if you live in a house that other people have lived in, you never know what they had. Maybe they had sickness and death. Maybe they had anger issues or domestic violence. You know, maybe they had demons or addictions. Those things stay in the home. It remembers those things. So you want to flush that out. It is so important to clear not only your room, your sleep space, but your entire home.
Yes.
Okay, so spiritually cleanse your sleep space.
Yes, definitely. If you're still having problems after that, spirits a lot of time are attuned to water. So place a cup of water by your bed.
Mhm.
If you are a spiritual worker like me and things are a little heavy, or say that you've lost somebody, these little things of camphor make a big difference. You're going to want to break off a piece, crush it up, and put it in a glass of water. You guys do not drink the glass of water. Okay? Do not drink the glass of water. It is going by your bed. Leave it there until you get up in the morning and dump it out.
And a clear glass is best, guys.
Yes.
Okay, clear glass is
A lot of times you will see your sleep disturbances disappear altogether.
Mhm.
Now, sometimes you need some extra stuff. Come into the shop. We can explain that more in depth to you. I have been taught recently to draw sigils or protective symbols, and I have done that and used that to push the energy out, so that way nothing can come in and disturb you.
Right. So after you cleanse your space physically and spiritually, you want to seal it
Yes, and do your protection.
and do your protection stuff. So sealing it, you want to make sure you seal off all areas. This could be salt in the windows. Either you
But
utilize
make
what
sure
you
you guys
have.
clean up the salt.
Yes, utilize what you have. If it's table salt or Himalayan salt or what other salts are there?
There's all kinds of salt.
Yeah, Celtic salt, whatever
we're
it
salty.
is.
No, just
Yeah. Black salt. Okay, you can throw salt in your windowsills, even across your threshold.
Place them in a bowl and put them in the corners of the room.
That's probably cleaner. Because yeah, I get a little.
And then you dump it out.
Mhm. And even across the threshold of your room, because you don't want other things from the other rooms or other people in the household coming into your space. Okay?
Yes. And that's when you'll come into cascarilla, which is eggshell powder, you guys, or even white chalk. You can place these on the windows, whether you draw the sigils or on the doors. A lot of times I will take a piece off and I will crumble it, and it does that little powder right there. I don't know if you can really see that. And I will sprinkle that around. Okay? So that
Yeah.
makes a big difference.
You can even
as well.
Yeah, you can even put bay leaves or clove in the windowsills or in your corners.
I was taught to do bay leaves, take like a few of them, crush them up, put them in each corner of the room, especially if someone is sick, you guys. That's going to absorb the sickness and the negative energy. You've got onions that you can do in water. When the kids are sick, I always do the onion and water trick. And then garlic.
Yeah.
Garlica.
Garlic as well. What was I gonna say? I totally lost my train of
I'm
thought.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So along with the cascarilla and the bay leaves, tobacco seal. You can smoke it out or just put tobacco, coffee, whatever it is. Okay, but you guys remember to clear it out.
After.
That
Yes.
will seal everything. And then that's just when you want to do your mirrors, your TV, anything reflective. Okay.
Yes, definitely.
So because these are all doorways, even your doorway it could be a portal.
It could be used as a doorway.
Most of the time we have sleep disturbances because there is negative energy on us, or there is something attached to us, or is there something trying to get our attention.
Yes.
Okay, but we are in control of our lives. Do not let these things control your life. You say when and where, not them. Okay, so the sigils, we want to make sure there's no portals because we don't want a bunch of shit coming in while we're sleeping. And you can use the cascarilla over the mirrors or the TV. Black out the back of the mirror so it doesn't reflect through. Holy water. You can use any type of spray, charcoal.
Now, with that being said, too, you guys, what I want is tell people too. If you're coming into spirituality, that's great. You don't need to tell the world, okay? People do not need to see multiple pictures of your altar. Even when we do work, we're
That's
very
private.
we're very I hate to show my work. Even though I know a lot of people do it, I really do hate to show my work. I've gotten better with it in the last year or so. But your altar space is your space. It is not for the world. They do not need to see it. Because there are people that have bad intent, you guys, and they can attack that spiritual space.
Or even people.
Or even your rooms.
Mhm.
Bedrooms. Bedrooms are a big thing. The reason sleep is so important is our spirits go out and they collect what they need for the next day. And if you're not resting, it's easier to attack.
Yeah,
Sorry.
most definitely. No, it's okay. So with that being said, yeah, I forgot.
Be mindful of the shit you're posting.
Yes, exactly. Oh, another thing I was gonna say about that, about posting stuff is, even the family that doesn't know, or you're new into spirituality and they don't understand it, and I'm gonna say family because it's gonna be mostly family or friends, you guys, people that you know and love and care about that are gonna chastise you. They will pray the demon out of you or pray for the wrong things for you, and it will contradict with what you're doing. And I'm not saying that praying is bad, because it's not, okay? But sometimes when they pray and they are using an intent that is like out of fear or out of hatred, you know, because they hate what you're doing or they're fearful of what you're doing, it is gonna be like cursing you, basically. So you don't want to show this stuff to everybody, and this is why we don't go around telling everybody, oh, I'm spiritual, and a lot of the times people are not gonna understand what you're saying, and then you feel more excluded than you have before. Yeah, more excluded than included. You know, and this is one thing that people coming into their own spirituality this makes them start to feel like they're crazy, you know, because people are not understanding them. They don't understand the words they're saying, or they don't understand their point of view. Especially people that are looking from a different dimensional view than the third dimension, okay, where most people that are not spiritually advanced are at. And they'll look at you like you're fucking crazy, and they're not going to understand you. Please don't get offended by that. They're just not at your level, and that's okay. They don't need to be, okay?
So you don't bring that negativity.
Yeah,
into
you
your
don't
space
bring
as
it
well.
in, the depression or the feeling crazy, okay? So after we shield the mirrors and the doorways, you can do sigils with the same thing. You can dip your finger in holy water and just draw it. You don't have to literally crayon your walls, guys.
Yeah, you know, and there's different things you can do for the walls too. So get at your girls if you're interested in that. I can tell you some
Under
of
the
the different,
bed, the floors, the walls.
and it's just really cleansing that space and preparing it spiritually for yourself. Now, I will tell you guys with holy water, be careful with holy water. You're not supposed to do stuff within so many hours of you placing holy water. So if you feel like you're gonna get down and dirty, skip the holy water. Okay. Just
That's got me curious.
you don't want to know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so after you've cleansed spiritually and guarded, or sealed and guarded spiritually, then you want to mentally prepare your space, okay? And this is with imagining purple around your bed for calmness. If you have like anxiety and you have intrusive thoughts, purple around your bed.
I do blue.
Okay, blue is healing. Blue is healing.
I need blue.
And blue is healing, but it's also like a cloud. It just brings comfort into your home, into your room. You want to do this around your bed, your pillows, your bed, everything, all of the above, okay? And then there's pink for comfort, self-love, and self-assurance. So
Nina does a lot of the projecting of like the colors and things. I mostly do the other stuff. So
yeah.
she knows what she's doing. If you have questions on that, hit her up as well.
Yes, exactly. And there's also stones you can use.
Yes, I always keep amethyst by my bed.
Amethyst, rose quartz, tourmaline.
Yeah.
So
With tourmaline, you guys, and I feel like I can't stress this enough. If you walk in one day and it's gone, that's normal. It's done its job. They disintegrate. by the stuff that they pull in. Smoky quartz. Be very careful with your smoky quartz. You may be dating a narcissist, and you know, so that might be a little bit.
Yeah,
rough.
especially they come and roll in the hay with you, and it's an intrusion in your space.
I
Your
love that
space-
you use that.
The space is working very hard to eliminate that energy, okay? So yeah, things will disappear, things will disintegrate, and that's okay. That's what it's supposed to do.
Just don't be inviting him. No,
Right.
just kidding. Go to his
Okay.
house. Just kidding.
And then another thing is word of mouth that you finish with, and this is either affirmations of I will sleep deep, or I will have calmness around me, I will have comfort around me, my sleep is sacred, you know, different types of affirmations or prayer. You can pray. I always do the Psalms 91, but on this one I feel like it's the Psalms 109 because this is more for protection against enemies, not fighting against enemies. So protecting you while you're asleep, especially you dreamers. And I call them dreamers, the people that will
I
leave
call
their
them,
bodies.
travelers,
Travelers.
sleepwalkers, that type of
If
thing.
you leave your body when you sleep, I've always been told to get red and put it around as anything red. It could be ribbon that you just always wear, or string, and then put it around your bedpost or put it around the lamp, and this automatically connects you back so you're not half in and half out. Okay, and it
go
does
pee. No, I'm
happen.
just kidding.
Right, it does happen because when we leave our bodies, you guys, this is like the Conjuring. You know, things do try to intrude sometimes if you're out and about, especially if you're being watched by spirits or somebody has sent spirits to watch over you. They're gonna wait for that, and this is not to
You
scare
got
anybody.
watchers. You got watchers.
Yeah. And I just got an image of a fly in my head. So, you know, flies hovering in your room, get rid of them. They're watchers. Okay. So that string will bring you directly back to your soul, directly back to the physical body. And it is a full insert instead of a half out. And this is the only way I can imagine it, so this is how I'm going to explain it. When our spirits move outward, especially when you're drinking alcohol, your spirit moves over and something else comes in. That's why there's a lot of issues when people black out or they act differently than what they normally would, is because it's not fully them. It is something else manipulating them, okay? So they are infected.
Yes.
Okay, so this is also what could happen in your sleep. So you want to make sure you come all the way back in so you feel like yourself, so you don't fall into depression. And this is a lot of an emotional battle that you guys face, because not only do you have crazy dreams and not know what they mean, you come back and you don't feel yourself. You feel like a damn zombie. Okay, this is going to help that. Definitely going to help that.
So we get on
Okay.
our.
Okay, sleepwalking can be, okay, also sleepwalking. If your body is getting up and moving by itself, make sure that you are anchored, and you do have to anchor yourself.
So I was always taught sleepwalking was, it was a big no-no. So a lot of people say, even with children, they have attachments and stuff, they need to be cleansed. So that's what I was taught. So I know it can be different for other people, but that's what I was taught. If you have children that are sleepwalking, I know I have a friend, I was like, dude, just bring her in, let's cleanse her, and she stopped sleepwalking. But when she gets heavy, because she sees spirits and things, she'll
Right.
start sleepwalking
Right.
again. So
And also, we don't want anything else coming and taking over and, you know, using our body for other shit. Making it go outside and stuff like that. Dream
yes,
walking.
dream walking, or
Yes.
when people also do astral projection.
Yeah, astral projection. Okay, that is a.
We'll probably touch
Yeah,
that
we're gonna have
topic
to
a
go
little
into
bit
some
more.
of these on a different podcast, because I do feel like astral
There's a
projection
lot of
is
information.
so much there. But when it does come to sleepwalking, it is most likely because your soul is not participating with your physical body. Okay, so this is something else, maneuvering, and it doesn't mean that you're possessed. Okay, it does not mean, but it probably means that you do have attachments. So there is cleansing. that
I
goes-
like that you cleared that.
Okay, does mean that you do need to get cleansed and you need to get these attachments removed.
Ready?
So make sure that you are coming straight back to your body, guys, and that's If you feel like there's something you're drawn to that will bring you back to your body better than the red string, then do that. Because everybody is different and all of our belief systems are different, and that's okay. That's okay. These are just the tips and tricks that we know
Yes.
in order to do that. And then after that,
Thank you so much for sharing too. I appreciate
Yes,
that. I
I
feel
like
like
that.
it's we get certain type of interactions, but I love the fact that people are starting to interact more. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Appreciate it. But I think that just pretty much covers. You just have a good sleep after that, and if you're still having interrupted sleep, more likely it is internal.
And you
Um,
need some cleansing or some medication. No, I'm just kidding.
You need to smoke some weed, okay? Or take a gummy.
Oh, let's not even go into the no.
And also, if your physical body feels like it can't settle down or you have physical pain, you know, due to injuries or anything, magnesium, you guys,
Oh,
utilize your herbs. Magnesium, we have a magnesium spray
Catnip.
here.
And
Catnip.
flakes for the bath.
What's that?
And the flakes for the
Oh,
bath.
and we have the flakes for a bath.
You guys, it's amazing.
It's like a body high, okay? It just friggin' brings you all the way down.
I love how you did that.
Um,
'Cause I did it at the same time.
So I have neuropathy, and sometimes like my feet are so fucking cold, and they're like, you know, but they're numb, but they're not all the way numb, so I can still feel them. But it's annoying. It's almost like restless leg syndrome. So I will spray the magnesium on the bottom of my feet and just kind of rub it in. Even my knee that's injured.
Yeah.
I have an
so-
injured knee, and just there's some nights when it just shocks the fuck out of me. And so I'll spray it there, and it will relax my body. So it works with things like neuropathy, not being able to sleep, restless leg syndrome, different things like that. So, you know, use these natural things to help you fall asleep for your physical body. The mental, lavender, chamomile, what else?
I always say catnip because I like catnip.
She likes that catnip.
I love that catnip.
So,
I need to chill the hell out
Where it
on
makes
catnip.
cats like crazy, it will bring us down. What is
It
that? Palo azul?
yeah, Palo Azul.
Palo azul. It is it looks like wood, but it's sold mostly in like the Mexican, Hispanic stores in the seasoning section, guys. You'll get like four things in a pack. You can make teas out of that. Add honey. So
Yeah.
that's another thing. So use your natural herbs to bring you down. Your mental space. Put your phone down. Breathe. Do long breaths, like at least a 4-count breath in, 4-count breath out. This is called breath work. You're telling your body to slow down. It's time to go to sleep. Okay. So with that, sleep well, guys. And I think this is the end of our
Yeah, it is.
episode.
Oh, valerian root. It smells awful, but it works.
Yep. Mugwort. If you want to have a trippy dream.
Oh, please don't. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. We are so grateful. Again, if you have any questions, hit us up at our Gmail.
The
Oh, see, now she forgot it.
The Witching Hour, AASD @gmail.com. Also,
Check us
you
out in
can
the shop.
use our social medias,
Yes.
which I'm under Readings by Nina Marie on Facebook. Miss Nina Marie. You're gonna put in Nina Marie, you'll find me
You'll
somewhere.
find her. You'll
On
find her.
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I mostly use my Facebook for business stuff. And then Miranda is Whitewater Healing on all platforms.
Online platforms.
Yeah, she's all one and I have all multiple because I wasn't thinking correctly. But you know, it is what it is.
I'm a Virgo and I do things
Inbox
like
us or come into the
overcorrectly.
store. Even if you want to look up the store's number, as above, so below in Roy, Utah, and call the phone, you know, somebody will be available to talk to you.
Definitely. Just call at reasonable hours, you guys.
Yeah.
And again, if you guys are interested in participating in our Witch Fest, which will be taking place in June, you need to come into the shop and reserve your spot. Pay for that spot. Do not make payments over the phone. Do not secure it online. You have to come in person to the shop, as above, so below.
And so
In
for
Roy,
those,
Utah.
for those of you that don't know what Witch Fest is, it is a big event that we have that is in honor of the summer solstice. And so we have an event of all kinds of entrepreneurs,
Witchy people.
witchy people.
Food.
Yeah, there's homemade food, homemade everything.
And
These
we are actually in the shop. We provide readings at discounted rates.
very
It's a
discounted.
great family fun event. So come and check it out.
You'll see my little grandson selling cotton candy, and he's like 5. So yeah, it's funny. But we have lots of great vendors, and they're so talented and just amazing. And it's a fun family event on a Sunday, guys. So
Yes,
That's
come
what
check
it
it
is.
out. And it goes from like 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. I
I
believe.
think yeah, 9 a.m. till 5 or 6. I think it was 6.
From 10 to 6. 10 to
Oh.
6. Sorry, guys. My brain's not working. Now,
Yeah.
another
So
thing.
sweet.
Again, you guys, we are doing our beginner tarot class. If you are interested, please come into the shop, sign up for their spaces. We only have 5 spaces left. So if you're wanting to do it, please come in. Yes, we will offer it at a later time. But again, next month we are going into our advanced tarot.
Mhm.
So
And so what you can expect out of the advanced tarot, we'll let you guys know, but it's going to be more involved into the minor and major arcanas and how you can decipher different meanings from them. Okay, and then also a deeper intuitive trail of how to focus on these, as well as tarot spreads.
we'll talk later.
As well as tarot spreads, and then we have an exciting third class that we're going to be doing, but we'll announce that at another time.
Yes. So you guys, thank you again for for tuning in, staying tuned, whatever I wanted to say.
Much love and respect from all of us.
Yes,
Thank
and
you
have
so
a good
much.
night.
Ciao.
Bye.